The legend of the Tirupati temple begins with Varaha, the third of Vishnu's incarnation from the Dashavatar. Lord Varaha had saved Bhudevi, the earth goddess, from the Asura Hiranyaksh who had abducted her. After killing Hiranyaksh, he stayed back at the hills of Venkateswara with Bhudevi as his consort. Much later, at the beginning of the Kali Yuga, a few sages including the prominent Rishi Bhrigu were conducting a yajna. The sages wanted to know who the supreme god was, among the triad of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, to share the offerings of the yajna. It was then decided that Bhrigu would test each one of them to figure that out. Bhrigu first went to meet Brahma, who was so engrossed in chanting the Vedas that he completely ignored Bhrigu who was standing near him. Irritated, Bhrigu left for Mount Kailash in a hurry to meet Shiva. There he found Shiva in the company of his consort Parvati, and as a result, he was ignored yet again. Angrily, he walked away to Vaikuntha to meet Vishnu, only to find him sleeping. This was the last straw for Sage Bhrigu, who erupted in uncontrollable rage. He lashed out by kicking Vishnu in his chest. Awakened by the force, Vishnu immediately got up. Instead of getting angry, he calmly asked Bhrigu whether he was hurt in the process. He even went on to massage Bhrigu's foot. Bhrigu was completely stunned at this turn of events. Looking at his humility and calm composure, Bhrigu decided to give him the yajna offerings. Everyone was happy but Lakshmi, Vishnu's consort. Enraged that Vishnu allowed Bhrigu to kick the chest where she resides, she left Vaikuntha in anger, settling at Karvirpura, now Kolhapur, Maharashtra, to do penance. Vishnu too soon left Vaikuntha in search of his beloved. Unable to find Lakshmi anywhere, Vishnu stayed back at Venkateswara, in an anthill. Brahma and Shiva, taking pity on his state, decided to help him in the form of a cow and calf. The all-knowing sun god, Surya, told Lakshmi about the situation. Although still angry with her husband, Lakshmi decided to help. She convinced the local king to buy the cattle. The king's cowherd then took the cattle out for grazing in the hills. The cow thus went to the anthill every day to nourish it, and in a way, nourish Vishnu with its milk. This went on for a couple of days until the queen noticed that the cow did not give any milk and promptly scolded the cowherd for it. To find out the root cause of the problem, the cowherd decided to follow the cow at all times. During grazing, he followed the cow near the hills, where he witnessed everything that happened. Angry at the cow, he threw the axe in his hand towards it, and then Vishnu jumped out of the anthill and deflected the blow to save the cow. This sudden turn of events was too much for the cowherd to bear, who died of shock. The cow went running back to the king. Sensing something amiss, the king followed the cow, who took him back to the anthill. As soon as he set his eyes on him, a seething Vishnu cursed the king to become an asura, to atone for the actions of his servant. The king pleaded profusely for the mistake. Placated, Vishnu modified the curse. Now the king's curse would end in his next birth, when he would present the crown to Vishnu, on the occasion of Vishnu's marriage to Padmavati. Vishnu also blessed the dead cowherd and gave his descendants the privilege to open the door of the sanctum sanctorum in the future, once the temple was built. Many years later, the cursed king was reborn as King Akasha. The king was a good ruler and loved by the people, yet he was unhappy as he had no children. One day, while plowing the field, he found a baby girl whom he adopted. She was named Padmavati, who grew up to become a beautiful young maiden. Meanwhile, Vishnu also reincarnated as Srinivasa to a woman called Devi. During a hunting session, he saved the princess and her friends from a wild elephant, and it was a case of love at first sight for both of them. He went home and expressed his desire to his mother. He also revealed his true identity to her. Devi approached King Akasha to ask for his daughter's hand in marriage with her son. She also revealed to him who her son actually was. Akash was overjoyed to know this and happily agreed to the marriage. Meanwhile, Lakshmi found out about the wedding of Srinivasa and Padmavati, which made her furious. Lakshmi hurriedly left Karvirpura to confront Vishnu. On reaching Venkateswara, Lakshmi told Padmavati everything. And now both the goddesses were extremely angry and confronted Vishnu. At the sight of both of them together, immediately turned himself into granite right in front of their eyes. It was then that Brahma and Shiva appeared to help Vishnu and told the goddesses how these incidents unfolded. They further explained that Vishnu actually wanted to stay back at Venkatadri and help out mankind in the tough times of the Kali Yuga. The goddesses not only understood and accepted the reasons, but also turned themselves into granite in a bid to stay with their god eternally. While Lakshmi stayed on the left side of his chest, Padmavati stayed on the right, and this is where the Tirupati Balaji temple stands today. Interestingly, it is believed that Vishnu had taken a huge loan from Kubera, the god of wealth, for his wedding to Padmavati. And the contributions made by devotees to the temple today are meant to help the god repay his loan.